Got a request for James and the Giant Peach. Actually, I got a request for something really scary, and I just said no. I can't do scary. I get nightmares. I can't do it. So we are going to do James and the Giant Peach. So that's much happier. Yay. All right, so we're going to do his head. His head is shaped, how do I describe it? It is a very odd shaped head, but it's awesome. Okay, so we're going to start with the head. It comes down to a point, and then you're going to take this side up and then bring it up to the side. And he's got like a flat top to it. So we are going to make this go right across the top. It almost, okay, you know what? He's got an acorn head. We're going to call him Acorn Head. Oh, Mr. Acorn Head, you are so cute. And across the middle, we'll put a line. Oh, that's not a very straight line. And his little beady eyes. He just has little beady eyes. I think I read somewhere that they tried to make his eyes like realistic, but it looked too freaky. So they just gave him two little, I would call chia seed eyeballs. And his nose, well, we'll do his mouth. So his mouth is just going to be straight across and then open like this. See, very simple. Hi. That looks cute. It's from the novel that was written by Roald Dahl. He's done a lot of famous books like Matilda. What else he's done? Willy Wonka. You've probably read one of his famous books. Anyways, he did James and the Giant Peach. And I guess he did not like how his Willy Wonka was portrayed in the movies, and so he wasn't going to do it again. And a lot of people came to him and said, hey, please, can we turn your book into a movie? And he just was like, nope. And his mouth is just like a second smile. He just wasn't about to do it until he saw Tim Burton's transformation of the book into a movie, The Nightmare Before Christmas. So when he saw that, he's like, you know what? I can see my book translated like that. I did not realize that Roald Dahl did Matilda. Matilda is one of my favorite musicals. I love it. Love it. Okay, so that's his little simple face. Oh, his ears. So they're coming right out of his eye. And they are fun shaped. They're not rounded. So do the other side. Go. Do this side. There we go. And then we want them connected. So you're going to erase right here. Oh, I should do, that would be fun to do like a drawing of Matilda. Ooh, I should do that. Okay, so those are inside of his ears. Now we're going to do his hair. So this is not actually, so his hair is going to come up right from the ear and come up. So do like a parallel line up on both sides. This is the side of his head. So Tim Burton, it took him, because he does claymation, so everything is just photographed. So they form the clay and then with wires inside, and then they take millions of photos and it turns into a movie. It took him 3 years, Tim Burton, to do Nightmare Before Christmas. Which I should probably do some of those characters too. You know, there's an endless supply. So this is going to be the top. Okay, he's got a little nub at the top. Bloop. And we're going to erase that. Now he really looks like an acorn. I never even noticed it. He looks like an acorn. Now we're going to do his hair. So it's just going to come down and up on both sides. And then we're going to do, this side's only going to have one more extra piece. And this side's going to have, so it has the one, and then it's going to have two, another, like a little one. You can go to the side. So now we can erase the top of his acorn head. Shh, don't tell Roald Dahl that I called him an acorn head. Actually, the book illustrations look different than the one that Tim Burton created. So this is a Tim Burton design. We're going to go with that. Now he's got his eyebrows. Doesn't he look like naked without his eyebrows? So we're going to put his eyebrows in. Okay, let's do this one. Looking good. looks good. I love it. It's got a little bit of a neck. Boop. Right there. What else do we know? Roald Dahl was disappointed. Oh, I told you. Yeah, he was disappointed. Willy Wonka. Okay. But after his death, oh, this is the true story. Okay. But after his death, so Roald Dahl died in 1990. And his widow wanted his books to go on in movies. And she's the one that actually was impressed by The Nightmare Before Christmas, Tim Burton. So it wasn't him. It was actually his widow. Got it. What's a widow? It's his wife after he died. When somebody dies, so if my husband died, I would be a widow. Widower? Widowy? Widow. I'd be a widow. That means you were married, and it's not like you not married. It's not like you got a divorce. Okay, now this is his little shoulder. His cute little shoulder. Let me get his little arm in here. We're going to put his... Oh, it's kind of come up a little bit. All right, so we have his little arm here. Boop. He's wearing look at it. It looks like a little cute schoolboy uniform. So cute. So now we are going to go in this little corner right where this all meets together. Going to come down, and this is we will have to put a hand in there, but this is his jacket. Okay. His cute blue jacket, and he does have like a little, that's his white shirt popping through. All right, let's do this side of the jacket. And it's going to come right into that little corner where it meets, where the head meets the shoulders. We are going to put a little tie on him. Oh, I just love making collared shirts with ties. It's so easy, but looks so good. Okay, he's wearing a tie, but actually, should we put his hand in here? So we're going to put his little hand in here. His little claymation hand. Here's one hand. And then we want to erase right in there. Okay, that's his one hand. Looking good. Love it. All right, let's get his other shoulder. So coming from, right, this is his little jacket here. His shoulder. It's going to come out, and it's going to come in. And then we want to get this parallel. This is his jacket. It's going to come down. And this is going to go over, so we need to bring this in. So let's erase right here so we can see it. And this is his little cuff here. It's a different angle, so we are going to be seeing it a little differently. Oh, you know what? I'm going to bring this out a little bit more. Looks like it's lacking. Okay, so let's put his hand in here. Did I make it come... Does this look too much wide? It looks okay. Let's put his little hand. We'll see how it works. His little finger, his thumb, and then put his hand. Oh, that works. Yes, we can make that work. There we go. That works. We like it. We can do it. We need his little shirt, white collar. This little white collar in here. Okay. Let's get his little finger back. Cute. That works. Okay, now we're gonna give him his tie. So it's down. That means he hasn't pushed it all the way up. It's been a long day. That's what like dads do. They're like, whew, long day. Let's take out our tie. Tie's gonna come here, down here. And he has a little striped tie. Bleep, 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 bleep. Love it. Okay. What else do we have here? His little shorts. Oh, they're so cute. We're going to put little cuffs on them. Bloop. Okay. Okay, that looks cute. And he's got little belt. You know what? Did I put the, you know what? Did I make the tie? The hands, I don't think I made them close enough. All right. You know what? So we're just leaving the hands. I'm going to make, because the belt has to get in here. Somehow I did not make the hands high enough. So now the little belt's got to fit right in here. I got to, you know what? We make it work. Things happen. And I'm not drawing it over. It's going to be fine, right? It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. So his hands I just made too long. Fine, that's okay. He's got the cutest little legs. Bloop, bloop. Kind of come in a little, and his shoes. I did my best on what the shoes look like because I only could see like claymation artwork of it. So I did my best. This is like his little shoe. Okay, now we're going to do this shoe. What else do I know? All right, 130 people were involved in creation of the movie. And they created 15 puppets of each main character. So they might make them look 15 different ones so they could maneuver it, and maybe some with different facial expressions, but each one. So he probably had maybe more. James might have had more, but they all had about 15. Okay. And I put him sitting in front of the peach. So we're saying the peach is in the background. So this is not going to be really Sharpied. This is that giant peach. Woohoo! I'm going to make it more pointed. And his little stem. Woohoo! Okay, there's my peachy peach. So I am going to Sharpie it. Oh, I'll have to go find a baby Sharpie. Oh, found one. That was easy. And we'll Sharpie it, and then I will show you how I colored them, okay? Okay, I realized I had forgot to do the inside of his arm here, so there you go. And so now I'm going to take a thick Sharpie, and I'm going to Sharpie around the outside. Okay, I'm erasing my pencil. I didn't really Sharpie the peach. I just did a little bit of like grass. Just a little bit here. Not much. And then we're going to color it in. And then here I just did a little bit along the edge, and then I stopped. A little bit right here, just with the thin one. And the stem, but I didn't make it look perfect. And then the rest you're gonna color in, which we need there's a little messy, clean this puppy up. Why do we have to have 600 lines when we just need one, right? Okay, what we can do? Oh, okay, so got our pencils. We're gonna start with his skin. So it took 1 week to do 1 minute. 1 week to do 1 minute. Yeah. That's amazing. That's how long it takes to do the claymation. It takes so much patience. I don't even know how they do it. It's amazing. It's not my favorite type of like media to watch, but just the thought of maybe it's more of like how they made it I would like, you know, which I think would be so cool. And his neck. And then it took 6 days to do 12 seconds of the more complicated scenes. So if the scene was more complicated, it took almost a week to do 12 seconds. Just think, 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000, 8 1,000, 9 1,000, 10. 6 days. 6 whole days. Is that, it just blows my mind. I mean, the patience you have to have for every little movement they make. Oh, no. That is tough. I mean, the only advantage when you have like a claymation, you're not paying for like, you have to pay for the voice, but if you need the actor to do the scene again, you just move the clay again, right? Okay, so we're also going to put some shadow under here. So it kind of looks like it's indented. You see how I'm doing that? That looks good. Okay, now we're going to get some tan. So Paul Terry was selected to play James out of 500 boys. All right, so we're using tan. So 500 boys auditioned to play for the voice of James, and Paul was the winner. Good job, Paul. He must have stood out as amazing, because that's a lot of kids. And the director had to like listen to all 500. Wow, that's a big undertaking, right? Now we're going to put extra little tan in here. Just make it look more concaved, because it is clay. Put a little bit here and a little bit on his nose. Okay, now we're going to get some pink, cuten it up. Okay, there were some famous voices in this cast. If you're young, you might not know some of these people, but older generations would, like Richard Dreyfuss, Susan Sarandon, and 2 Harry Potter alumni. So there was Miriam Margot, and in Harry Potter she was Professor Sprout, and David Sullig, who played Lupus. Sometimes it's really fun to go see some like old English like movies and things like that, and it has a lot of Harry Potter actors in it. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so fun, because we only, as this side of the pond, I guess that's what they call it, this side of the pond, you know, we see them in like Harry Potter and things, but they were known beforehand. I'm putting a little pink, I put a little pink nose, cheeks, a little on the lips, and touch on the ears. Gives it a youthful look to it, okay? And you can take that tan again and maybe put some on, oh, not there, right, his hand. Just putting on his yellow, means white cuff. That was silly. And also his pants. They're yellow, but with a little bit of tan. So we're putting a line between here, because that's like the crease. And then I'm putting some tan here. And then as I come in, I'm making less and less. Okay. All right. That looks good. So his hair, we're going to start with, this is just orange. Start with orange. I know it has lots of layers to it. All right, Randy Newman did the music. He did 5 songs for James and the Giant Peach. And while he was doing this, he was doing the music for Toy Story. So this guy, Randy Newman, he's a beast. Man, he was busy. But I guess when you're hot, and you got to take the jobs, because you don't know when the next job is coming, especially when you're an artist. So you got to take advantage of those jobs. Okay, so I started that. I just did the whole thing. Now I'm going to put some red in there. I think I did. Oh, maybe I did mahogany. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, I like mahogany. We're not doing the whole thing. We're just going to do like the tips. I think I also put some yellow in there too. And some brown. I just did a little of everything. So this is the mahogany. Putting them on the tips. Oh, I forgot to do his eyebrows. They should be orange. Sorry. Let's get some orange in there. There we go. Okay. That looks good. Okay. I am going to put some yellow in there to brighten it up. You know, I realize I was supposed to, I think if I did it over, I would have made his head not so acorny. Okay, you know, I would have made it more rounded. My bad. And then there's this little whoop, well, I forgot right here. So I would have, see, look, we can just kind of like fix this with Sharpie. The magic of Sharpie. I'm just going to soften it so it's not so flat. Yeesh. Good job, Shara. Maybe not so much. Like an acorn. I don't know. So I played with it. I realized I probably could have done. And I made his eyes bigger here than here. They actually are smaller in real life. I just thought they were cuter, bigger, but they actually are that small. Oh, yellow. We're going to take the yellow and we're going to go over. See how that just warms up the hair? Just really brightens it up. Yellow there is yellow on his tie. So you can just do different spots of yellow. And then his pants, I'm going to do a light coat of yellow. Okay, so his hair, it's not done yet. We're going to get brown. This regular brown? Yes. It needs some brown. So we're just going to come down here. Give it some little darker pieces to it. That warms it up. Okay. That looks good. And his suit jacket is just a blue. So we're going to color the whole thing blue, and his socks are blue. Not white, they're blue. Complementary colors to blue is orange. So you might see school teams with those colors, or they complement each other. Okay, here we go. We're gonna finish coloring his suit in here. Have I ever wanted to do a video claymation? No. No. I have attention span of a squirrel. Puzzles, if they're more than 100 pieces, no. Things like that, no. Little knitting and stuff, no. So now we're going to put a little bit of blue on our tie. All right, and his shoes are brown. So we're going to go in with our brown, and we're going to draw shoes. Now, the Peachy McPeachers, you can draw or not draw. Color or not color. I put a little gray in his shirt. So to make it look like it has like a shadow, you're going to go around his collar and then around the side here. Okay, and I might even put a little touch here. Looks like there's like a tooth shadow. So anyways, I hope you guys had fun. We'll see you later. Bye.